Today I'm in Arlington Heights, Illinois to check out the home of an American icon. This is a pretty affluent neighborhood now, and back in the 1950s it was home to a salesman. He first started selling paper cups and then graduated to selling mixers for milkshakes. He made a pretty good living doing this, but it was abnormal to get an order for more than one mixer at a time. So when he received an order for 8 milkshake mixers, he was a little bit confused, so he took a road trip to San Bernardino, California, where he found a small hamburger stand that was very popular, and it was run by two brothers named Mac and Dick McDonald. And if those names sound a little bit familiar to you, it's because they're the ones that first came up with the concept of fast food and created the first McDonald's restaurant. The salesman's name was Ray Kroc, and he was living in this Arlington Heights neighborhood at the time. The restaurant that the McDonald's brothers had created was revolutionary and unlike anything anybody had ever seen before. They only served a handful of items, mainly hamburgers, fries, Coca-Cola, and milkshakes. Kroc became almost obsessed with this idea and knew that he had to be a part of it. So he ended up partnering with the McDonald's brothers with the hopes of franchising more restaurants. It was actually Ray Kroc's idea to put the restaurants all over the world. He had a grand vision to see the golden arches everywhere. The McDonald brothers had tried to franchise before, but the restaurants failed. They were a little bit more concerned with running one good restaurant than a whole bunch of other mediocre restaurants. Ray was very persuasive and extremely driven, and he impressed the McDonald brothers so much that they ended up going into a partnership. Ray started his first McDonald's not far away from his hometown, and soon after, he had sold franchises all over the country. This is the house that Ray Kroc was living in when McDonald's was born. You can almost envision him driving down the driveway of this house and eagerly running into the front door with the ideas in his head about how he'd just come up with the greatest idea ever. And nowadays everybody's heard of McDonald's, but back then nobody knew what it was. It was Ray Kroc's vision that built it into the empire that it is today. The golden arches are everywhere, and it's one of the biggest brands in the world today. But this house is where it all began. Thanks for joining me today, and if you want to catch up on other videos that I shoot in the future, give me a subscribe or leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what else you'd like to see.